Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? I'm just getting ready to get some food prepped for my week, and I thought I'd have you join me. So right now, I'm just getting some peppers and onions cut. We're gonna be making a pasta salad, but I'm not using pasta, I'm using brown rice. If you know me, we're just jumping right into the video here, but if you know me, I like to use recipes that can be changed to who you are and what you like. So I'm using rice. I don't have a pasta that I want to use, so if I were to use pasta, I'd use this protein penne, but I don't have any of that, so I'm just using brown rice, and that works just fine for me. But do what's right for you, do what works for you. These recipes are for you, and you're gonna be the ones eating them, so do what you like. But right now, I've got some yellow, red, green pepper, some red onion. I have some broccoli chopped up here, just raw, and I have some brown rice in this bowl too at the bottom. So I'm gonna get all that combined, and we're gonna make a pasta salad. I got some new little jars, guys. So I got some new little lunch containers. These come with a wooden spoon. If you can see right here, there's a little spot for them to go. So they have a wooden spoon. Actually, stand by. I'm gonna get one and I'm gonna show you. Okay, so it just goes like this. The spoon goes right in there. It's super cute, fits right in my lunchbox. So I have these little new containers that I got that I'm gonna be putting the pasta salad in, and then I've made my green shake. As you can see, you know, if you know me, if you've been here before, you know me and my green shakes. I'll link a video to this recipe up here because I have made this plenty of times before. If you've been here before, you don't need to see it again. If you haven't been here before, I'll send you to where you can find it. But anyway, I'm gonna get whipping up this pasta salad. I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning. Whoa. I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning and some parsley, some lemon juice. I have a little bit of green onion. I have some tomatoes. Sometimes you could also add like some pepperoni. I like to get turkey pepperoni, and my store has been telling me that they don't have any. So whatever, we're not doing pepperoni, but usually I would add some pepperoni maybe. And then you can also add some cucumber, but when I did my grocery order, I forgot to add cucumber. So no cucumber today. We're just working with what we have, but again, add what you like, don't add what you don't like. Make this to you. But this is just a quick, healthy pasta salad that I'm gonna whip up for my lunch. Well, we're gonna call it a rice salad because there's no pasta. But I'm just gonna get my red onion in there. I'm gonna get all of this in there. All right, we got this a little bit out of the way so you can see what's going on here. So I just have a cutting board of a bunch of stuff. And to be honest, guys, I'm thinking this isn't all gonna fit in this bowl. I wanted to do it in a glass bowl so that you guys could see what I'm doing and what's in the bowl, but I'm gonna have to switch bowls because we're gonna overflow. Okay, I got another bowl. You can't see through it, unfortunately. I guess that's gonna be on my list to get next, is something that is a big enough mixing bowl that is glass and see-through. This is just 1 cup of cooked rice, a head of raw broccoli, 1 small red onion, a green pepper, a yellow pepper, and a red pepper. Lost some along the way, that's okay. This is my house. It's clean to me, to my standard, and I'm the one eating this, so we're gonna throw it right on in there because it's for me. I got a can of olives here. These are just large, black, ripe, pitted olives. You can see that. I'm just gonna go in. I've drained these, but there's a little juice left. That's fine. I'm gonna do half the can, and then I'm gonna do, I just have some cherubs. These are cherry tomatoes that I'm just gonna get. I've already washed these in this container. I just keep them in the container. The container has holes, so when I get these home from the grocery store, I just wash them and throw them in my fridge. But I'm just quartering these, so cutting in half and then cutting those in half. You could even just do halves. I might do that for some of them. But the larger ones I'm quartering, and then try not to cut my finger off. This can be a quick process. Just cutting some tomatoes, and then I'm gonna go in with some lemon juice, some olive oil. Might add a couple more tomatoes. Sometimes I'm funny about tomatoes, so I don't add tomatoes all the time. It really just depends on how I'm feeling. I do love heirloom tomatoes though when they're fresh in season. Oh, I love me a good, like, decent tomato, but I'm particular about tomatoes just like I am about chicken. So we're gonna go in. Don't do what I do. Squeeze your lemon safely. I am not recommending doing it like this. All right, this is a huge lemon. Got another half here. If we need it, we can use it. I'm gonna go in with some olive oil. I'm gonna rinse my hands. This is a quick video today, guys, so I don't have a lot of things I'm prepping, and I figured you don't need to watch me chop for a half hour or 20 minutes even. So I've gotten mostly everything chopped, and I just figured we could assemble it together. I do have a breakfast that I'm gonna make of fruit too, so we're just assembling, but this is gonna be a quick one today, but that's okay. Not everything needs to be, well, flying rice. Not everything needs to be complicated or time consuming. Like, these are just simple, quick, easy things that you can throw together. All right, so that's how we're looking. Looking colorful, looking good. All right, so I'm gonna throw some parsley and I'll be here for a minute, so I'll see you back in a second. Generous. All right, now I'm gonna go in with some Italian seasoning. Not as much on that, for me at least. I'm gonna grab some black pepper from my stove. A couple cracks of that. Okay, all right, we're gonna give this a stir now with all the seasonings that we want in there. And if you wanted to make like a vinaigrette, so if you, basically what I've done is put a vinaigrette over it without mixing it beforehand. Lemon juice, olive oil, some seasonings, and there you go, you got a vinaigrette. But if you wanted to mix that beforehand and pour it over mixed up, that's up to you. That's just an extra step and an extra dish for me, so I don't do that. But if you want to do that, be my guest. I'm also gonna squeeze a little bit of lime. So we got lemon, lime, olive oil. I didn't add salt, but if you want to add salt, go right ahead. Pepper, Italian seasoning, and some parsley. You can also use fresh parsley too if you want, but I didn't have that. Okay, so half a lemon, half a lime. Give that another stir. Oh, that smells delicious. I have some basil here too that I showed it to you upside down. I have some basil here that I might just cut a little bit and add in. I don't typically do this because I don't usually have basil, but because I do, I'm gonna add some basil. Obviously optional. Just gonna give it a quick, rough chop. That'll add a little something to it. And then I have some green onion. Look, I could be like Shrek. All right, some people are probably gonna come for me and be like, oh my God, that's so gross. She's putting her hair, or she's putting her food next to her hair. Y'all, this is my kitchen. I'm eating this food. Just relax. And it's my hair, so whatevs. All right, that's all mixed up. How we looking? How we looking? Okay, my counter's a mess, but that's all right. I'm gonna rinse my hands and we're gonna get these into my new little dishes. All right, I've grabbed a spoon out of the drawer here. We're ready to get these in my new little dishes. So I'm just gonna start filling them up. Okay, so I'm filling them about half-ish way here. Can you see it? Put it right there. So you probably noticed there's not a whole lot of protein in here. So if you wanted to, You could grill up some chicken, some steak, whatever, some shrimp even, whatever you like, and add it to the top here, and then it would kind of be like a balanced, complete meal. You could also add some nuts, some hard-boiled eggs, some string cheese for like some extra fats and protein. So again, do what you do. I'm probably gonna add some either chicken to the top, or I'm gonna take a string cheese and like the hard-boiled egg or two with it, just to get some more protein and stuff in my meal. But I'm weird about chicken, so I'm not gonna put the chicken in there, because I eat chicken and I like chicken and I don't like chicken. So I have to be in the mood to eat chicken. So I'm not gonna put it in there, because there just might be a day where I'm like, I'm not feeling that, I don't want that, and then I just won't eat the whole thing. So I'm not putting the chicken in there, but it's just a long story to tell you that you can put what you want in there. I'm gonna leave these empty at the top, and each day when I get ready to pack my lunch, I will put what I'm feeling that day, which is why I'm not filling it to the top. All right, I'm basically out. I have just a little bit left, so and try to get the rest of this in each container. We're getting a little bit fuller than I want to be in these, and I'm making a huge mess. I know, it's fine. All right, so we're just gonna put the lids on these. We'll add something to it the day of, but this is what we're working with, guys. How do I look? Looks pretty good to me. Okay, so I'm gonna get my counter a little bit wiped up because got a little bit of a mess, and then we're gonna get right into pouring this into some cups. And actually, I don't know if I need to do that with you guys, to be honest. I'm gonna probably pour these into some cups off camera, and then we're gonna get right into our little breakfast we're gonna make, which I also have some little jars. I don't have as many, and they're smaller, but anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna get into making that with you guys next, and then we're done. There's not a whole lot going on this week, and just like that, we are back without a mess. And I'm just doing the last part. So I have cut up the watermelon. I'm gonna be real careful with this before I just make another mess. And I'm just getting some strawberries chopped here. I'm doing quarter and halves depending on the size. This is actually going to be like way more than that. Some of these are big mamas. So I'm going to do two different things. I'm going to mix some strawberry and watermelon, and then I'm going to mix some blueberry and watermelon. I have some mint and some basil with the watermelon and blueberries. Okay, so here's my blueberries, if you can see. With my blueberries, I'm gonna do mint, and with my strawberries and watermelon, I'm gonna do basil. And I have these little containers here. I only have 3 of them, and actually, I'm getting an idea right now. I'm gonna put some cottage cheese on the bottom of this. Stand by. All right, so I have some, can you see this? Low-fat cottage cheese. If full fat is your thing, do you. I'm gonna do like a scoop, or let's do 2 scoops. So that's some protein down there. So I have this little bowl. I'm gonna take some of the blueberries. All right, so I'm doing about half of the blueberries I have, and I'm gonna do some watermelon. I'm gonna squeeze a dash of lime, or a squeeze of lime. Not even the whole thing, just a tiny. All right, that's plenty. And then, what did I say? We're doing mint with that one. We're doing mint with that one. I'm gonna take my strawberries that I have cut. I'm gonna put them back in this strainer. Okay. I'm gonna take some mint. Just gonna pull the leaves off. A little or a lot, up to you. I'm gonna start with this much. And then I'm just cutting thinly. And And then we're just gonna sprinkle this in the bowl. Move that out of the way. And we're gonna give this another toss. Get in there, trying to jump ship. Okay, so then I'm just gonna spoon this in here. So that's that. That's what we're looking with. It's got some juice in there, but looking good to me. All right, so I'm gonna set that one aside. The rest of the strawberry, well, the rest of the blueberries and all the strawberries I have are just going right in here. I also have some blackberries in the fridge, but that you could mix in with this. But I'm gonna use this for something else. But I'm just mixing this all up and all around. And then I'm gonna do some basil. Might even do some basil and mint, because I kind of changed my plan a little bit. I was going for blueberries, watermelon and mint, and then strawberries, watermelon and basil, but it's not exactly how it worked. So we're just rolling with it. Right now I'm gonna start with some basil. Cutting thinly. Yum. My boyfriend just used some of this basil to make this tomato sauce he makes. He makes it like with some like fresh like cherry bomb tomatoes and some garlic confit. Oh, it's just so good. He blends it all up together and it's just simple and fresh and delicious. Oh goodness, it's so delicious. So that is why we have all this basil, and I thought, why don't I make something with it too? All right, so I got my basil in. I'm just getting mint in now. We're gonna give a squeeze of the rest of that lime. Again, don't do what I do right now with this knife and how I'm choosing to juice citrus. This is not safe. Don't do what I'm doing. But there's a lime, and then I'm gonna just do just a squeeze of lemon. Plenty. All right, give that a big toss. All right, so I'm just gonna spoon this in my last jar, and then I'm gonna dish up the rest in like a big bowl. All right, you guys, and that's how we're looking on that one. And then this is what we have left. Whoa. I'm just gonna put this in a big old dish in my fridge, and we can just eat it as we want. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. That's all we got going on, just our rice salad and some breakfast. And our shakes, of course. You know me and my shakes. But anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and maybe I'll see you next time. Bye.